Hey everybody, Tim here with another Star Wars review, part 5 and the final part of season 1 for the Clone Wars. This is going to be a little bit long because I'm going to cram a lot of episodes in here, but I didn't want to break it up too much. And to be honest, a lot of these final episodes just didn't really do it for me as much as they did in the beginning. And I think some of that is due to the beginning episodes were kind of a mix, if you remember, because I took episodes from season 3 and season 2 and just kind of all put them in there and jumbled them together. And then now we're kind of starting fresh. So we're just going to start off. We had a two-parter, the episode 13, Jedi Crash, and episode 14, Defenders of the Peace. 13 was okay with Anakin being injured and then going to the sun, but then having to divert. And Jedi Sakura and Ahsoka basically have to interact with a village of lemurs is what it is. And I forgot what they were actually called. It was Lamar or something. But I was yeah, they're just lemurs. We get it. It's not creative. So there was that whole thing. And then the follow-up is when Locke Durd, who is part of the Trade Federation people, shows up, voiced by George Takei, which I thought that was great. I was oh my god, the show hadn't really taken a huge step forward yet. It hadn't even aired probably before they were actually recording this, and they actually got George Takei in there, so I thought that was kind of cool. A nice little Star Trek into the Star Wars thing. The single shot episode 15, Trespass, it's just a giant ice planet. I kind of was thinking they were going to do a shout out to Hoth. Oh, this planet's freezing. Well, you should try being a Hoth. That's worse. But they didn't. And the whole episode was just very battly. And it just, I don't know, nothing about that one stood out to me. Again, with a two-parter where we got the Blue Shadow Virus, episode 17, and episode 18, Mystery of a Thousand Moons. If you notice, I skipped 16. That's because that went kind of to the front of the line already. So Michael York, amazing actor, also, again, makes a cameo appearance, mostly probably Logan's Run, or for those a little bit on the younger millennial side, he was in Austin Powers. So Michael York's fantastic as Dr. Vindy, and just Naboo is under attack again. So I don't even know how many times Naboo's been attacked at this point. They've poisoned the water, and it was really sad because you see all the little cow-looking creatures die. The bunny bot was absolutely adorable, and then when it hisses at Ahsoka, I was he's so cute, but he's running around with the bomb. And I was that actually kind of seems like a logical end. How are you going to continue this? And sure enough, with season 2, the bunny bot stole the virus because it's airborne now, and Padme gets infected, Jar Jar, Ahsoka, all a shit ton of clones. I was okay, it's kind of interesting. And it just takes this weirder turn where Obi-Wan and Anakin have to go to a planet with some super genius kid that repurposes droids, and they can't escape, so they have to find a way out. And I was this is amazing. It took a really weird twist to just kind of get the cure and come back for it. So I liked that. And then the final three-parter, Storm Over Ryloth, Innocents of Ryloth, and Liberty on Ryloth. Now, this is the second time we've seen Ryloth, because, again, one of those episodes kind of went to the front, and this one just didn't do it for me. The first episode is just, it's all about Ahsoka not being able to listen. And, realistically, it's Anakin's Padawan, so look who she's learning from. So I didn't really like that one. Innocence wasn't too bad. It was just clones making friends with a little girl, and I kind of enjoyed that one. It was really a war piece. You see all this war going on and children getting caught in the crossfire and collateral damage and stuff like that, but the clones actually are taking care of her. So I did like that one. And then finally in Liberty is just kind of the return of Cham Syndulla, which is very important because that character does return again even in other shows. So it was kind of interesting to see Syndulla show up again. But again, I don't know, as a three-parter, it was a little too battle-heavy for me, and I just didn't find it as interesting as I did some of the others. So I'm curious what you guys think of season 1 as a whole, especially in this chronological, viewing order, and rather than the broadcast. Go ahead, let me know. Thank you guys for watching this with me, and I will see you guys next time for part 1 of season 2.